Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We are, of course, in the elusive month of January, so everyone's trying to get healthier and fitter. So I thought I would make a quick video on my Whoop review. I've been using this fitness tracker for almost 3 years now, so I wanted to highlight exactly, first of all, what it is, but then most importantly, the habits that positively but also negatively affect my life, my recovery, my performance, etc. So let's just dive straight into this because I want to keep this nice, short and sweet. So first of all, what is it? We all know fitness trackers. The most popular ones, I would say, would be Whoop, Oura Ring, Apple Watch and a Garmin watch. And they all have different pros and cons. But for me, Whoop is really designed for athletes because every morning it gives you that recovery score, which essentially is supposed to tell you how hard you should be working out that day. So for example, here 70%, we can go pretty hard that day. If it's 90%, we'll go full at it. If it's 30%, then we need to know that we need to take a rest day. So it gives you your recovery score, what your daily strain is on the body. It tracks your sleep, your journal tracker, a health performance tracker, and then also provides you with workout recommendations. So let's just jump straight into the habits. This is what positively impacts me. So this is consistent data over 3 years now. So I know, well, we all know how important sleep is, but the percentages are really, really cool to see, right? So I know that if I get over 89% sleep performance, which is typically like 7.5 hours, I will get plus 10%, which is huge, right? And I notice it on my body, but then also in my mind as well. Electrolytes, we know how important hydration is, so that's plus 10%. Clean eating, so that is when I'm not, having any processed food. I'm just simply doing my normal daily food intake, which is, eggs, sourdough toast, Greek yogurt, fruit, and then a normal dinner. Sauna and ice bath. We all know the recovery positive impacts of these, and this just goes to show you that the proof is in the pudding. They do really work and help. And then also a consistent bedtime. We know how important circadian rhythm is, so going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time is crucial. Negative impacts. No surprise here, alcohol massively negatively impacts myself. It increases my resting heart rate when I'm sleeping, skin temperature, lowers my HRV, heart rate variability. So yeah, no surprise that alcohol is the number one catalyst for that. Ultra-processed food and added sugar, again, no surprise. I guess the surprise is just how much it affects me. -8 and -7% is quite significant, right? Again, sleep, if I'm getting under 6 hours sleep, that really impacts me. Stress, no surprise there. Phone before bed, because that is affecting how I'm sleeping, what deep sleep I'm getting, etc. And then also, this is quite interesting, lack of social engagement. So if I feel that I haven't really engaged socially within that day, which then affects like my happiness, my mood, etc., that negatively impacts me. So all of these things, and there's so many more, so I want you to comment below or shoot me a DM, whatever it is. In my morning journal I've got about 40 different habits, and there's like 100 to choose from. So there's all these different cool habits that you can monitor. And so things like this, like the lack of social engagement, I never would have thought that would have negatively impacted me. So that is why I've really enjoyed Whoop so much. So moving forward and final thoughts. So this, like I said, this is 3 years of consistent data. And I'm not going to be using Whoop moving forward because, as I said, this is 3 years of data and it's not really going to change in the next 3 years. It's a really, really good base and database to have for me. So now I know exactly what positively and negatively impacts me. The recovery score started to negatively impact me. So if I were getting a recovery score of like 35%, yes, even if I took a rest day, but mentally going into work and that kind of stuff, I must be tired, I must be stressed or whatever. So that kind of negatively impacted me a little bit. I'm not a professional athlete, so yes, I love being fit and healthy, but I don't necessarily need a score to let me know how hard I should be working. I pretty much work out now for my mental benefits really instead of physical benefits. And then it just allows me to listen to my body naturally, so I don't need to check that recovery score every single morning. And I can kind of listen to my body a little bit more. So would I recommend it to people? Absolutely, but really only for people that I would say kind of do endurance sports. So you're cycling, you're running, you're CrossFit, swimming, etc. Because like when you just lift weights, the strain doesn't really do anything. It goes to like 6 or 7 out of 20. And it's all about kind of lowering your resting heart rate, increasing your HRV, which is really done through cardio, right? So if you're a bodybuilder, you know, I would say that Whoop's pretty irrelevant. But yeah, I wanted to keep that short and sweet. There's a bunch more that I could have gone into. Like I said, like another 40 habits that I could have gone into as well. But those were the top ones that significantly, positively and negatively impacted me. So hopefully that was useful. Like I said, comment below, shoot me a message if you want to find out more. Take care.